Like now everybody knows who the system is. This is such a fascinating time because with this setup, the way it is right now with Trump back in after all that happened to him and with you there and with RFK Jr., Tulsi and Kash Patel, it's like this is a wild time to find out what's really going on. That's like never happened before. And with you guys all going through this, we're getting an understanding of the government that we've literally never had before.
This is a revolutionary cabinet, and maybe the most revolutionary cabinet since the first revolution. This is not a bunch of business as usual types. So this is why, like, some of the Senate confirmations were quite challenging, is because when you try to appoint people who are going to change the system, the system doesn't want to let them through.
But it's fascinating because it's like the vampires all out themselves. Like now everybody knows who the system is. Like if you're just lying openly about U.S. aid and then they come and hear you talk on a podcast and explain what's really going on, no one is talking about all this fraud and waste.
Yeah, because we're cutting off their graft machine. That's what they're upset about. That's the real thing they're upset about. You can see line by line what Doge has done at doge.gov. So whatever we do, we put on doge.gov so you can see everything that is being done.
And there's a tracker that shows how much money has been saved.
And, like a bunch of these sort of far left shows will say like, oh, it's a constitutional crisis, blah, blah, blah. But what they won't do is point out which payments are wrong. My challenge to them is point out which payments are wrong. Which of these sort of waste/fraud things are wrong? Explain that line to the public. They won't be able to.
Yeah, that's why you're not hearing any specifics.
We can name the specifics.
Yeah.
Line by line. You got the receipts. You post the receipts.
And if you're only talking about the propaganda talking points and you're not talking about the very clear fraud and waste, it's very obvious what you're doing.
Yeah.
You're just gaslighting.